Let's all turn on our Kali machine, please. So what we are going to be doing today, we are going to be doing phishing. So I know on the group chat, I think Athena mentioned that someone sent her a link and she tried to reach out to the person. Now that is social engineering and that falls under phishing. So we are going to be recreating those steps that were taken for that phishing link to have been gotten. So I hope everybody has turned on their Kali. Hope everybody has turned on their Kali. Now on your open your terminal. You should open your terminal, whether it's your root or whether you are just a user. Turn on your terminal and you are going to be getting a link from GitHub. So open your browser, open your Firefox browser and search for ZPHISHER in GitHub. ZPHISHER GitHub. I hope everybody is there.
Please, the spelling for the Z Fisher.
ZPHISHER. Z. Let me type it on my terminal. ZPHISHER.
Please, your screen is not showing.
My screen is not showing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can't see your screen. Oh. No wonder.
Let me share it again. Can you see it now?
Yes, 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 we
Yes, we
can.
can see it now.
So go to your Firefox browser and search for ZPHISHER space GitHub on your browser. Search for this on your browser. You would see a link that shows HTR. HTR. HTRZ Fisher. You should see a link like that. Augustus, can you share your screen? Augustus, can you share your screen?
Yes, I'm sharing now. I'm sharing now.
Okay, you can see HTR Tech. That first name, HTR Tech Z Fisher. Click on it.
Okay.
Now, before we continue, let's read about what is this tool about. It is an automated phishing tool with over 30 plus templates. An automated phishing tool with 30 plus templates. Templates in the sense that they have copied or cloned a particular web design or web page. They have cloned it and they are using the template. Now you can see where you have code. You can see where you have code in green. Code in green at the top. Click on it. Now copy the link. I hope everybody is following. Go to code in green, copy the link. Now go to your command line. Go back to your command line. Now we are going to clone everything in that GitHub repository into our Kali. How are we going to clone it? Remember, I sent the commands to the group. What we are going to be using to clone is git git space clone.
Should I type
Yes, git
GIT space
space
clone?
clone space.
Okay. Again.
Yes, now this command is used to clone from the GitHub. You want to get a repository from your GitHub. Now, Control Shift and V.
That's to paste.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
Then
are
enter.
cloning from GitHub this link that you have. Now enter. You can see it is cloning everything about this tool that was on GitHub.
Hmm.
It is cloning every tool that was on it that you had on GitHub. It is cloning it into your Kali operating system. You can see it's done. It doesn't take time.
Yes.
It's not a heavy file. Now, we need to know where we have this command or this program on our Kali machine. How do we do that? You need to list the command for list ls.
LS.
Yes, enter. Now you can see at the end you have ZPHISHER in blue.
Yes.
Let me ask a question. Naz, Naz, I don't know if you were in the last class. I want to ask again. What is the command for you to enter a directory? What is the command for you to enter a directory?
CD. Sorry, I was trying to unmute.
So cd. So cd ZPHISHER. You can see that we have ZPHISHER in blue. We have ZPHISHER in blue, meaning that it is a folder. There are files inside this ZPHISHER. That is why you can see it in blue. What you see in white is just a plain file that you can only edit. You can't execute it. It is not a program that you can run. Now cd ZPHISHER, Augustus, cd space ZPHISHER. You can see that because he's typing in the exact way it is written at the top in small letters, it is bold. The ZPHISHER is bold because he has written it exactly, and they are telling him that he has gotten the correct folder he wants to go to. So enter. Now we don't know what is inside this ZPHISHER folder. We don't know what is inside. So go ahead to list what is inside. We want to know what is inside this ZPHISHER. So we want to see what are the files inside this ZPHISHER. So list ls, enter. You can see we have Docker file, we have license, we have makedeb.sh. We also have readme, we have run docker, we have scripts, and we have the ZPHISHER program. Kate wants to ask you a question. You can go ahead.
Hi, hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Kate. I just want to ask a question. What is Z Fisher used for?
See, this is why I said that it is important for us to join the class early. I gave us enough time. We were supposed to join by 8, but I said 15 minutes extra because I don't want to be going back. I don't want to be going back all the time. That's why I said let us join early, and I gave 15 minutes. I'll go back to it
No
after
problem.
2.
I think I will research more on it, sir. Thank you
Now
very
I'll
much,
go
sir.
back to it. I'll go back to it. It's a simple tool that is being used for phishing. Now on the group chat, someone sent a picture of how a link was sent to her, and she said that it is a phishing link. Now we are going to create that phishing link. This is how hackers create phishing links. Go back to Augustus, go back to the browser. Yes, the second one. Now you can see what it is about. An automated phishing tool with 30 plus templates. I explained that templates are cloned sites. You can have Facebook cloned. The way you are supposed to log into Facebook, it is cloned. That is what this ZPHISHER tool is used for. It is used for phishing. Phishing is a form of social engineering attack. You want to get people's credentials, their usernames and passwords. You can use this method to do it. Augustus, go back to your terminal. All right. Now, I said we should list the files that we have in our ZPHISHER, and we have Docker file, we have license, we have makedeb, we have readme, run docker scripts, and zphisher.sh. If you go back to the GitHub repository, you'll see most of all these files there. You see
Yes.
Docker, you see the license, you see readme. You can see all of them. Readme tells you what this tool is used for. Readme is already open down below. You can see, just scroll down. You can see what they just tell you about it. So if you decide to open that readme on your terminal, exactly what you are seeing here now, although it's not being in picture format as you expect it to be, is what you see on your terminal. So go back to your terminal. Now we are going to use a command that is being used to run programs. A command that is being used to run programs, to execute programs in Kali. Type in bash, B-A-S-H, space, zphisher.sh. Now we want to run this program. We want to use this program. How do we do it? We use bash because the software or the program or the tool we want to use, the executable, is ending with .sh. You can use install / to run this program. You can also use bash to run this program. So click on enter. You can see it is installing Cloudflare for the first time because you are just running this program now. This is the first time you are running this program. So it's going to install Cloudflare for you. What does Cloudflare do? If you have noticed, sometimes when you go to websites, you might see Cloudflare, powered by Cloudflare. If you are doing maybe this identification of you are not a robot, you might see Cloudflare.
Yes, yes.
Now, Cloudflare is used to host sites. It's used to host sites. Why is your ZPHISHER not working?
It said error. Error occurred while downloading Cloudflare.
Let me share my screen and run it on my screen.
Okay.
I hope you can all see my screen clearly.
Yeah.
Wow, sir, I love your wallpaper.
This is the old Kali. This is the old Kali. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I don't know why. I don't know why ZPHISHER is that Cloudflare is not installed. I think we had an issue. I had an issue with somebody downloading it about 2 days ago, but I don't know why it is not working as it's meant to be. But I have mine very long time ago, so it's still working on my system perfectly. Now you can see I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have a whole lot of templates I can use. Emmanuel Adepoju, pick a number for me. Just pick any number of your choice. I'm waiting.
I was the one that was trying to download it the other time and the Cloudflare, but it didn't come up.
Yes. I The issue is that
Hello,
Cloudflare.
boss.
Okay, Emmanuel, just
Boss,
give me a number.
my number.
Pick a number. You can see my screen. Pick a number.
Yes, yes, I can see your screen.
So pick a number.
Let me pick 16.
16, which is Quora. Are you familiar with the Quora login page?
No, not really. I've once signed up with this thing, but
Okay,
I
pick
can't
another one.
really.
There's
Tutor,
Google,
go with sis. Go with sis.
Okay, Pinterest,
Pinterest. Okay.
12.
No, I'm going to do it about 4 times so that we can get used to it.
Okay,
So he said I should go with
12.
Pinterest, right?
Pinterest, yes.
Okay. Now, before I move over, let me explain why that Cloudflare is not working. It's not installing as it's meant to be. Now, I noticed something when we mode of cybersecurity and most of all these tools. Now, I have a tool that can turn on anybody's camera. You can see what that person is doing in real time. But that tool does not work again. Why? Because it has been outdated. It is no longer used. So even if I have the tool and everything perfectly on my system, it's not going to run because that tool has been outdated. They don't want to use it anymore, so I can't run it. Now, Cloudflare is not downloading immediately because Cloudflare works at certain times. I noticed that they work at certain times of the day. I don't know if it's the Nigerian factor thing or maybe in Africa or however they just segment their networks. I have noticed that sometimes you might want to run this Cloudflare your on a main system, as in to do host a site on it, but it doesn't work. It has certain times of the day when it will work. I noticed that. So as of now, Cloudflare might not be working. So maybe later in the morning, or I don't know what time exactly, but just try and do it again to see.
All right, no problem. I'll try it later tomorrow morning or in the afternoon.
Yes.
Because I'm very, very worried why it's not even coming up.
I've noticed that it's not just even what I'm going to do now. Sometimes it might not work. Sometimes it might not work. That Cloudflare just makes you to host it on a real life platform. What I'm going to do first, the first two examples I'm going to give, I'm going to do it on myself, and then the remaining two, I'm going to host it on Cloudflare if it works, so that you people can see it in real time. Now you said I should pick number 12, which is Pinterest, right?
Yes, boss.
Okay. Now 12. Now you can see localhost, you can see Cloudflare, you can see local expose. Now this local host is my IP address of 127.0.0.1 when I was explaining IP address. Local host, the classes of IPv4 addresses, I mentioned that 127 is not added. Why? Because it is a loop back IP address. It is used to test yourself. Now, Cloudflare is what we use to host it on the internet or online. Localhost, you're only doing it on your system. It cannot work on another person's system. But I want to do it to somebody who is maybe in China, somebody who is in Ghana, somebody in Castina or Sokoto or wherever. I can use either Cloudflare or I can use this local expose to do it. I'll have to go create an account outside because I'll have to download this ZPHISHER. Cloudflare will now be installed on it so that I will be able to run it. I'll go to the Cloudflare website online, get the key, and then add the API key here. The API key is free. So all you need to do is copy the API key and come to post it here. When you choose on the Cloudflare you want to use to run, they'll ask you for the API key. And once you do it once, You don't need to keep on going back and forth to get your API key. So I'm going to be doing the local host, which is 1. Now, I also talked about ports. I think last 2 classes, and I mentioned that I said that we should go and learn them very well because we are going to be making use of port numbers. So I'm not going to pick any ports, but if I want to pick any port of choice, it's left to me. Any number I can pick, but it's going to give me a default port to use, which is 8080, which is the HTTP. It is not secured. HTTP doesn't have the S, it is not secured. That is the default it's going to give me. So I'm not picking any custom ports, which is no. You can see that I have 8080 at the end. You can see my 127.0.0.1, right? Now, this is my link. This is the link I want to use to send out to anybody. I want to attack anybody. This is how it will come. But since I'm doing it on my own system, this is how I'm going to look. This is how I'm going to open it. So let me open the link. Let me make it faster. Now, can you see? Can you see it is Pinterest that you're looking at right now?
Yeah,
But
yes.
look at the website. Look at the login. It is my own login, my own IP address that is there. My look back IP address is what is there.
Is it my network? I can't see the screen. Fuck.
Try and join again to see.
Ah, I've seen it now. I've seen it now.
You can see this is Pinterest. I
Yes.
don't know if this is the I don't use Pinterest, so I can't tell if this is the
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
their profile. It's
I
correct.
use it. That is their this thing.
That
I
is
use
their
it very well.
web page.
all right. So you can see that this is how someone can generate a link. You can, if we are going to do it, you are going to see links that can be gotten and sent out. But I'm testing it on myself. Now, how do they get people's passwords and emails? This is how they do it. They just create it and they send it out to anybody. So let me use cybersecurity. I don't even need to put anything. And I'll use 12345 as the password. And I will log in. It's asking for the email. Can you see? Don't save. Can you see I'm not logged in? And it is taking me back to the original. It's telling me that they can't find this account. But imagine it is somebody who has an original account that tries to log in. He's going to log in, but it won't open immediately. It will take him back to the original website. So from my own fake website, it's taking him back to the original site. It will refresh the page and take him to the original site. Now let's go back to our terminal. Can you see the IP address? You can see the username. You can see the password. As soon as the person clicks on that login, all that information is sent here. The website, the link that
God,
he
I
went to
beg.
before, that 127, this link that I went to, it will not change. It will refresh the whole page and take him to the original site. It will take him to the original site. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. I'm going to use Facebook. I'm going to use Facebook. Then I'll just try out one more site before we do it in real life.
Yes, we can hear you. I was
Yeah, you
thinking
can hear you,
maybe
boss.
So I was talking about Twitter, and I mentioned that this
Facebook.
tool that we are using, this ZPHISHER tool, they have to update it from time to time. Twitter is no longer Twitter.
Yes.
It is now X. And
X.
this tool was created when it was still Twitter. They didn't update it to the latest, which is
Wow.
X. So if
Wow.
I go back to if I want to do it on Twitter, it's not going to show me the login page for Twitter at all, because Twitter has been scrapped off the internet. That Twitter login page, it is now X that is there. So I'm not even going to be taken to the X website. Twitter will not work at all. But let's try for Facebook. One, you can see there's the traditional face login page, there's advanced poll login page, there's fake security login page, there's Facebook Messenger login page. Now, if I don't want to do something, if I don't want to send the link to somebody as the traditional login page, the normal login page when you're logging into Facebook, because I feel like the person might have the app on his phone. What do? I can use the fake security login page. I'll send him a link that looks like the fake security login page, and he will think, okay, there's an issue with my Facebook account and they're asking me for my login details. He's going to put in his login details that way. But let's use the traditional login page, which is one, still using our local host, and we are not using any ports. You can see it is still the same link I am getting because I am using local host. So I'm going to copy it, go to my browser. I can open a new page and I paste. What are you seeing?
Facebook page.
Facebook page. Oh,
This is it.
wow.
So you can imagine the number of templates that are available, and people don't usually notice most of all these things. From this alone, I can tell that this is not the original Facebook login page. Why? Because I am used to it. There are some little differences that I might see, but for some other people, they don't really bother themselves. They feel like, okay, is it not the same Facebook? They just click on anything, they put in their details, and it's all gone. Let me put in details again. CyberTech 2468. You can see it is loading. Watch here. I want us to look at this. Can you see it changed?
Yes.
That is how it happens in real life. It gives, it shows the person the fake login page. If the person looks there, he will notice that this is not the original login page. But after putting in those details, it will now take him to the original Facebook website. So he'll feel maybe network issue. It refreshed the page. So he will now put in his details again and he will log
Again.
in successfully. But the victim does not know that on my terminal, I have gotten it. I have seen the person's username and password. This is also where they talk about using the same password
The same password for all your
for
accounts or
all your
something.
accounts.
Mm.
I get your email from here and I get your password for your email. That is very simple. It means just go to gmail.com and log in. That's what you said. And nowadays, I don't know about before, because I know before it was easy for you to log in into Gmail. You can actually do a forgotten password and they will ask you for a separate account, maybe a recovery account, and it was very easy then. Then I wasn't really deep into cybersecurity, but I was deep into tech, and I knew that something was wrong. Nowadays, if it's OTP that you're even there are a lot of tools to get OTP. I can get an OTP before you receive it on your phone. So
How? As in, I don't understand. Yeah, like OTP, you can get it
yes,
before. Ah, are we safe in this digital world at all? So
Oh Jesus, help me. Oh.
OTP is the most secured um
hold on. There's
whatever.
nothing there's nothing like most secured. Don't make that mistake again.
Nothing like no secure, my brother. Nothing.
There's nothing like most secured. So anytime I teach a class, I like to say this, but I'm not equating hacking to God. But the same way we always say that, oh, with God all things are possible. In hacking, anything you can think of is possible. Anything you can think of. That's why I said for those of us that are going to be doing offensive, right? We are going to enjoy the benefits of creativity. On Friday, someone mentioned the tool Pegasus. What we are even looking at is is like a big thing to us. But there's Pegasus. Pegasus is used by government and it hasn't reached normal user hands. So Pegasus is a tool that once a link is sent to you, if I send you this link, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to click on the link. Your phone has gone. All your details, your WhatsApp, everything is gone on that phone. That's the creativity I'm talking about. Before you wait, oh, this person has not clicked the link. But now we don't need to wait for the person to click the link. So there's nothing like, oh, I am safe. The best thing is to do what you can do to protect yourself. Do it to the level at least you know it will give a hacker hard time. The other classes I had, somebody was saying, so this is what hackers go through. Like there are some long process tools. Say this is what hackers go through just to get information. And I said, if you compare the information and the tool, you will see that what the hacker wants to get is far way important to him. It can take him 3 days, 3 months. There are some hacking processes that can take a year. But at the end of the day, the information they will get, that 1 year is nothing compared to it. So there's nothing like I am totally safe. You can only do what you can do to protect yourself at this time. So I said I was going to do it I think someone wanted to ask a question. I think either Kate or so. Someone wanted to ask a question.
It was me. The question I wanted to ask was while you were imputing those the cyber security and the password, I wanted to ask if it will reflect on terminal. So I just saw that it did. So that was why I raised down my hand. So yeah, it did reflect on the terminal.
The question. Sorry, I have a question.
Okay.
I don't know whether I'm going to be like I'm taking people back, but let me just ask. Um, please, is there any difference between port 80 and port 8080?
Yes,
Please, I would like to know what's the basic difference or the simplest difference between 80 and 8080.
there's client and there's server. They are both called HTTP, which is not safe. But the differentiation is client and server. A server,
Which
you are
one? Which
hosting
one?
it. A server, you are hosting it on the internet, right?
Okay.
The hosting rights that you are giving is on an insecure platform. What you are using to host it is an insecure platform. So that is 8080. But 80 alone is now for the user or the maybe victim. It's going to be 80 because he's on the client side.
Okay.
So he's just going to be seeing it as HTTP, the same thing as HTTP. But that 80 is for the client. 80 is for servers.
For server. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Boss, HTTP is for HTTPS is for 443, right?
Yes,
Yes. The S stand for secure.
yes. HTTPS 443.
Thank you for that clarification because it has been bugging my mind since we started this
Most
class.
most
So
times, most times it's not like a big deal to what we are going to be doing. It doesn't really matter that much. It's just left to anyone you want to use, whether it's 80, you want to use 80, it's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter much to us here.